Ciao a tutti e ben ritrovati. Lo riconoscete questo posto? Siamo tornati allo Scrambler Camp di Borgo Panigale. Da qui vi abbiamo presentato le nuove Scrambler di questo 2021 durante la World Premiere dello scorso novembre. La 1100 Pro Dark, il modello d'ingresso della famiglia 1100 Pro, con uno stile muscoloso ed essenziale. La Desert Sled, nella sua colorazione sparking blu, ha l'anima più fuoristradistica di tutta la gamma. Ed infine la Night Shift, di ispirazione caffè racer, con uno stile iconico e comoda anche per il passeggero con la sua sella piatta. A noi scrambleristi piace stupire, infatti siamo tornati con una sorpresa. L'anima Scrambler non ha confini, è in continua evoluzione e ama anche le competizioni, specialmente le più avventurose ed iconiche. Sole, caldo, rocce, polvere, adrenalina, gli spazi sconfinati del deserto del Nevada e il divertimento di Las Vegas. Non ci serve altro e non vi dico altro. Lo so, non vedete l'ora di vederla, ma non sarò io a svelarvi la nuova Scrambler. Direttamente dagli Stati Uniti, dove tutto ha avuto inizio, Jason Chinnock, amministratore delegato di Ducati Nord America, assieme ai 9 amici di Scrambler, vi sveleranno questo nuovo progetto. Beh, non mi resta che augurarvi buona visione.
So what's crazy is that this thing that we did last year, this race, and taking the Scrambler Desert Sled out there in the Mint 400 and winning the race, you know, part of that whole thing was we put together this film. And that to date is the #1 Scrambler video online. Like that video has more views than anything else that we've done, which to me is a clear message that it resonated. This story resonated with people because, you know, it's not just about a cool motorcycle and buying stuff. It's about being part of something and being part of this story that they feel like they own a little bit of it.
Yeah, that gives me the chills because it's not the machine, it's not the gear, it's the feeling inside you get from when you throw your leg over a bike like this.
Well, this whole project and this bike added a whole new attitude to the Scrambler brand. Mm-hmm. You know, Scrambler brand is land of joy, and it's this idea of being able to ride a motorcycle and kind of returning to the essence of just fun, of like why we get into motorcycling in the first place is because it's something that's fun to do. And as simple as that sounds, it's sometimes difficult to bottle it. We could have probably found a couple riders, took some bikes out there and had some fun. But you know, I mean, I buy motorcycles because of the experiences and the stories, and to me, we were able to create something that was more than just a bike.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's what it's all about, a feeling. We all do this because it strikes a nerve in us.
When you're out there racing, while you're having fun, you're also hanging it out there.
Right.
You're hanging it out there, and you never know what's around that next corner. I mean, out in the middle of the desert there, these guys
they're risking it all.
Yeah.
They're risking it all for a little bit of glory, a pat on the back, and getting to walk a little taller for that next week or the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, it's an experience that and you have to do to feel it. You know, you have to live it. Yeah. Brings back chills. And yeah, it does. My hands start sweating kind of thinking about it, you know, because I love those guys, and those guys were out there risking everything, man, for us, and it was just really cool.
You know, the fun part about it is I would hear Jordan come into the pits like laughing, like just like this joy of just being out there tearing it up on this big motorcycle at full speed and just so happy. And
they were loving it, man.
And that's the beauty of motorcycling and this type of racing, especially when people don't think it can be done. We get out there and we prove that it can.
Yeah, it was so funny being up in a helicopter and seeing these things just pass, you know, other bikes like they were standing still. And going through the rough stuff and the suspension and stuff, it was pretty insane. It was mind-blowing, actually.
Truth be told, we didn't know what was going to happen.
No.
You know, we just went in and we said, we want people to be safe, we want to have a good time, we want to tell a great story and get out there and beat these bikes up in the dirt with the way that they were designed and planned for.
And let's put them in the toughest, gnarliest event, the Mint 400. It was a perfect backdrop to tell this story. And our whole message or our whole feeling for this film, or vision, I should say, was trying to capture the soul of it all.
For sure. I mean, it was obviously cool enough for us to decide to build a motorcycle and to bring out a capsule collection to honor this moment in time.
I think that's special.
And then it inspired the fact that we've taken what we went out there and raced, and it's inspired us to build a bike.
I know, I am so blown away just the way it came out, and just it captures that essence of cool, you know? It's just, thought to myself, as long as we just give the color and chaos, everything will be cool.
When you guys brought it,
well,
I mean, you brought it in spades.
Well, I mean, our team here, I mean, they were all over it, and you know, we didn't have too much time to get everything put together, but came out awesome.
And the cool thing about this is that we're only building 800 of these bikes. The concept is that we were going to be returning to the Mint 400 earlier this year, and we wanted to make sure that we wanted to limit it because it's something special. We didn't want it to just be a regular production bike, but something that people, when they're going down the road for that 1 year of this bike being out, that they know that they've got something that's unique. And so they took the inspiration of the design, you know, the 4 stripes on the side, the matte black, the big Scrambler Ducati Desert Sled logo with the X on the side to kind of show its off-road prowess, along with the Fasthouse logo subtly placed below it in that kind of matte gray, and to show that we actually have a story, a modern story that came from not only the history and heritage of people racing these bikes out there in the desert, but also that connected directly with the Scrambler brand. For me, it was one of those things that I know I can hang my hat on for the rest of my life, which is a really cool thing to be able to walk away with.
Yeah, we're proud of it because it's like we took the old days from the late 60s, early 70s, and we took the modern day bike and we put it in a blender and we pushed start. And this is what came out of it. A beautiful machine that we're all proud of.
Yeah, I'm excited because this is something that anybody that wants a piece of that story, they get a chance to own.
Yeah, a little piece of history, a little modern day, and you know, when you throw your leg over it, you look cool riding it. And we all want to look that way.
Yeah.
And it's just loving it and so proud to be a part of it.
So the Desert Sled was this concept that basically we took the original Scrambler and said, we really want to be able to take this bike off-road. So we made some mechanical modifications to the bike. Basically, we took the frame and braced it down so where it bolts up to the swing arm and the engine, and then a longer swing arm on the bike, and really put a more robust suspension for real off-road riding. And I think the concept is that, you'd be able to take this bike on fire roads and on those sorts of things, you're riding on the asphalt, but then when you see a cool dirt road, you want to take it, it's not going to limit you.
Exactly, because I've been out on the road before, just I see something, I want to just go over there and check it out. It's perfect, peel off, and then catch a little dirt action.
Catch a little dirt, slide, discover whatever you're going to do out there. It's just such a fun motor. I mean, that air-cooled twin motor has so much character. Even as technology advances, in my opinion, there's a place for that motor because it's so much fun to ride. It just, and that's why we do it, right? I mean, it's about that smile that you get when you're riding.
It's definitely got enough horsepower.
The horsepower wasn't an issue.
Was not an issue, and it was just something else.
I mean, this is part of your history as well, as much as ours.
It's beautiful.
I can't wait to see these out on the street.
I love it. It's been a great opportunity for us becoming, a partner of you guys to do some great projects like that. We got some soft goods coming out, and it's just, it's an honor, man. It's just, we love it. Who would have thought?
Well, I mean, that idea of having this capsule collection was for us to allow people to show their enthusiasm and their love for what we did off the bike. We stepped out of the way when your designers put together the first draft of the collection. I mean, basically, we just said, you're doing your thing. This is why we're with you. This is why we partnered with you on this project. And for me, I think it's an opportunity to open up stories. I mean, there's stuff that I wear all the time that somebody asks me about it. And I love the opportunity to tell this story. I mean, this is one of my favorites. In all the years I've worked in the motorcycling business, there's a couple key moments that are kind of pinnacle to reminding you why you do what you do when you're not on the bike. And I think that stuff like the capsule collection and wearing that shirt or that jacket or the hat or whatever it is, that it's something that gives people an opportunity to tell a story, even if whether they're another motorcyclist or not. And how cool is it that that story that we put together has now turned into a bike that everyone out there, well, I shouldn't say everyone, 800 people get an opportunity to own something that actually came from this moment, this story.
I know, that is just, I can't put it in words, really. It's just, it's really special. We're all so excited here at Fasthouse just to be a part of it. And it just, feels good inside. Fasthouse thanks you guys. It was a great opportunity, and it came out looking awesome.